bit of a microscope on Bunga Bunga here because he's going to be, of course, in that fragger position. If not only Israel, but Kevin, our other medic buddies, could be gibbed and taken down, that's going to change everything because that was certainly a huge factor in ZFZ's winning, getting up to this point.
All right, it's going to be on attack for once. It's going to be PkD first, setting the pace here on Underground. Let's see, what kind of setup did they go for? Did they go for the doors? Did they go for the roof?
And they're running a double NG, actually.
Double bushwhacker.
It looks like it's
on PkD.
the roof.
I like that.
The roof it is. Nade coming through. Does some damage on Israel. PkD, actually, quite a few pokes on PkD get hit by that airstrike, but none of them are dead. None of them are down. And they're moving straight into the objective. Getting the plant right away here is
ZFZ was holding so far back. They did not want to get anywhere near that.
They're actually playing a strategy which is kind of becoming more common, which is a retake strategy. Unfortunately, you have to retake it quick, and Lynx is buying his team so much time there. I think Israel's going to get this, though.
Yeah, so if you saw how that map, how we kind of unfolded, a lot of PkD went down or was damaged early on in that play. They were able to plant, but they weren't able to hold on to the objective. So ZFZ continues to hold on in a nice position. Although the plant looks like it's going to go down again, and it's just Kev who's there to try to stop it. They've got a medic and 2 engineers. And the more I'm seeing 2 engineers on a team, the more it seems like the right move more often than not.
I want to pin that one on Bunga Bunga, though. He was up on top of the roof. He decided to come down, and that was his downfall. He could have done a lot of good defending the roof up there.
Yeah, so what we're seeing right now is ZFZ's entire strategy is basically they give the room away, they go for roof control, and then all of a sudden they're on attack, and all of PkD is inside the room just getting naded and shot from every direction. So as long as PkD gives up that roof, they're basically going to be getting that defuse every single time.
And Tom waiting up on the balcony with a nice little flank there for his team, but it's great medic work by Kudochop, and then Kev brings Kudochop up. So the medic work is really happening for ZFZ. Now both medics finally do go down. We're actually right next to each other, so a good chance, a good opportunity to plant. That's exactly what Lynxer is going to do for the 3rd plant in under 2 minutes.
Lynxer's got the plant, and we've got a medic on top of the roof. We have a little bit more effort on the roof here, but man, Kudochop and Short4 making it happen. Short4 with the airdrop on the roof. It's going to be difficult for PkD to hold this down.
Yeah, I don't think, PkD has planted 3 times in 2 minutes, but none of these plants have had a good chance at really...
Outsider barely got the, right as Outsider was about to give Israel there and, at least hold him off for a full spawn, Kudochop revives him instantaneously, and that would have been a long spawn as well. So if Outsider's knife connected earlier, that would have almost been a PkD guarantee. That's unfortunate for them.
Bunga Bunga's dead for that round. That was a beautiful grenade out of Sunbang.
And
son.
I gotta think, you gotta think, they've planted many times, which is great. They have ZFZ on the back foot, but should they go for those side objectives, open up more routes to the objective? It's always questionable. We've seen teams go for a strong push at the roof so many times, and it allows you to get that plant, but if you're all dead, then you can't keep that plant alive, and that's kind of the dynamic we're seeing here.
Words of wisdom.
And we're seeing ZFZ slowly climbing ahead on their defense, slowly pushing out further and further, gaining control.
Bunga Bunga's back in action. He's taken that left side flank. He's going to be knocked down pretty quickly, though. Do we have another revive? No, we don't. It's going to be Drakius taken down again.
Now, I would say, just anecdotally from watching these teams play, I feel like the biggest difference between ZFZ and PkD is how ready and willing ZFZ are to jump in and get the revive. In fact, that's the medic's primary job. That said, the objective is ticking away. It's still got 25 seconds left on it, but 2 turrets could be placed in this room, potentially here.
ZFZ just slowly cleaning it out. Last one's Outsider.
The first one into the room is Kev, and that opens up the room, and it's going to be Short4 finally getting the defuse. It's going to be a slow one, but it's going to work.
Yeah, just really solid clearing from ZFZ. Every time they lose it, they retake it. Just every time. It's really very impressed right now.
It's a constant fight over the rooftop, though. It's never in anybody's hands for very long at all. We got Outsider over the top, able to take down Short4. We've got Kev not able to get that revive, however, but this is another full hold here from ZFZ.
PkD is probably right now in their comms. They're talking about how they want to hold this once they get the next plant down. Because everything they've been doing so far has not been working.
They need to keep the roof.
Yeah, I think it's the
Straight
fact
up.
that they're using Bunga to clear it out so much. Bunga needs to be up there and big nade from Sunbang.
Looking for a pause. We lost somebody, did we? That's a great it's a great sound effect to pause on.
If you type kill all sounds in console, it will get rid of that. So,
Oh, nice.
yes.
Oh, the
you might
Unreal
wanna do
console is
that.
useful for something?
Yes, you can use it.
All right, looks like Dracius is having a bit of internet issues, unfortunately.
Right. Yes, it might be a tactical pause on PkD. So far, ZFZ just doing like an absolutely amazing job holding this. This is actually a strategy that I think came out from Hubris when they were starting to scrim the game again, where instead of trying to hold those forward positions or taking any risk, you basically give them the room, and then you try and retake roof control from them, and then you just slowly wipe them out of the room just by throwing nades in. I mean, no one ever really likes playing inside the room because it's such a death trap. So ZFZ basically gives them the objective, and then they switch over to the offense, trying to clear it out. So we got Dracius coming back, so hopefully we'll be able to get this kicked off again. So we'll see if the tactical pause / internet failure will benefit them on their next push.
Looks like both teams are ready, so we will be unpausing in just a second here.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a PkD respawn and regroup, because right now, dead bodies on the roof.
Yeah, there it is.
And yeah, I think ZFZ's got this push shut down completely.
All right, one more time. Once more into the breach, indeed. And they're going for that roof again. Very insistent on just going straight up through the roof. I don't think PkD has even attempted to plant on the side doors to open them up.
I'm not sure I like this positioning from Kev. I mean, he's got that flanking position on the balcony. He can do damage, but he's not going to be very useful as Kev up there.
Well, it seems to be working out for ZFZ so far. PkD has been completely stonewalled on this first objective. Finally actually taking up the elevator position. So now a duo is going up on the elevator, which is a great flanking position. The turret is being dropped as well, so it might as well be 3 up there with the revives going down as well.
Chop giving up that roof wall. He's dead.
Oh,
That
Bunga
does
Bunga
help.
with the double, but is he getting the Gibbs? It looks like we could see a plant here, potentially, maybe, but it was good spawn times for ZFZ. They're back in action in no time.
Yeah, Bunga looking to make plays.
You don't need a wall. Bunga Bunga is the wall. And there's the plant.
It seems to happen every time. Whenever PkD is looking a little weak, Bunga Bunga just pulls something out of his hat and
Usually
does
a
not
grenade.
fail.
That's where he
Yeah,
keeps his spare
usually
grenade.
a grenade.
Oh, this turret placement is pretty amazing, too. It's covering multiple angles, and I like... It's risky, but I like how far forward PkD are pushing right now. They're not going to just sit in the room waiting to get naded. They're pushing forward, trying to get the crossfires, trying to place turrets and such in position. There is still more than enough time for an engineer to disarm this.
But
they're
bubble is
delaying
popped, and it's
so
even
long.
Sure 4 going for the disarm.
All right, there we go. Surefor's going to
There's
get this,
Israel.
but we got Bunga Bunga with a nade. Here it comes. He's probably going to get a kill, but
Too late.
can't stop it. Yeah, wow, ZFZ.
Israel got
Really
in
good
at
effort
the right
from
time.
PkD, though. They were delaying as long as they could for that next wave to get there, but, you know, that engineer only takes 3 seconds. And that's all you need. Back to square one for PkD, and I feel like they're feeling the pressure, considering this is a map I think that they came into thinking they were going to win it really easily just by pure fragging skill.
I've been wanting to not say this over the course of the day, but Bunga Bunga's KDRs haven't been quite on par for Bunga Bunga.
Yeah, on Sunbang, on the other hand, has just been getting kills left and right with that M4.
And again, we got to come back to for the medic work on ZFZ's side. It's just they're coming out on top of so many fights because the medics are making the right decision whether to fight or whether to revive so efficiently and so well. And yet another plant goes down. That must be the 5th or 6th plant, but I'm still not confident that PkD actually have the advantage enough to keep this plant going.
Well, this time Tom has the roof, and we've got a really nasty turret placement by Linkser there. It's going to take some time to take that down, and Kudachuk comes into it, not even really seeing it. He's able to take it down, but that's going to cost him some time. We still are looking for Israel to show up, and he's not going to be there until the next spawn. He's running out of time to make this happen. However, we have a full team reset.
Though.
He does
I think
now.
he has plenty, because PkD are nowhere close.
Yeah, okay, so ZFZ is being aggressive on top here, but we're going to see a flank from Bunga coming around right now.
I mean, I bet now PkD wishes that they had opened a side door, because they could have stopped that if they had a side door open. I mean, they haven't even attempted yet. It's almost 10 minutes off the clock, and PkD has not once taken down a side door.
Yeah, I think PkD is just starting to fall apart a little bit. Sunbang getting those spawn nades. I feel like Sunbang is becoming the new Bunga.
Well, whatever happens, Bunga is Bung. For better or worse.
They're really committing to these roof pushes. I feel like if Sunbang
it seems they give it up so easily after they get the plant. Like, hold the roof.
So, here's another plant. Okay, this is 6 or 7 that has gone down already. Maybe 8. They've got turrets in position. They've got players on the inside. Here comes an airstrike right on the objective, though. This is going to push PkD off, and nope.
Oh, there we go.
Bunga goes down. Surfboard gets a double.
On Gib, though, and he's going to get revived. He's probably going to get a big... well, no, never mind. I guess ZFC is all down. So this is looking a little grim.
Finally, here we go. At this rate, though, I'm never going to count ZFC out in this scenario. Actually, it looks like they're just going to pull back. I don't think they have time.
Well, Israel was certainly going for it, but Kev realizes that he's now Gibbs, so yeah, it's at that point that they don't really have much hope.
Yeah, they've got a good spawn anyway, so it was worth a try. They're all going to spawn up to be able to defend this corridor.
It's an okay spawn. It's not a great spawn because ZFZ are actually now split 3 and 2. Oh, it looks like the other guys are able to make it there in time.
So right now, ZFZ wants to just full hold this. If they full hold, then they're in great shape.
Oh, that's a clean wipe, man. So PkD is going to have free roam to jump down this escalator.
Surefour actually just caught a full spawn, the maximum time.
Oh, gee.
ZFC's got to be careful here.
Well, they're collapsing back in a little bit. They're actually looking more towards the main objective room, making sure that they're keeping an eye on the gate controls as well.
We're gonna see PkD want to build up this generator here, the sub-objective, allowing them to move into the main objective from yet one more route, and that's exactly what Linkser is going to do here. And just 4 minutes, though, is not very much time. I mean, this final objective can be very difficult to pull.
I'm not going to say that. I've seen it happen a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my god, but this positioning, they are just all clumped up. They've got nothing to do. They've got Kev behind them to just keep that noose tightening more and more.
Wow, that
Something going
brutal.
for a spawn nade. Oh, gets the double. Ungibbed, but
ouch.
That's how it's done. Sunbang earning his name as the
Thanks,
North
son.
American Bunga Bunga.
Alright, well, we do have a split push. 3 going straight through the middle, 2 going on the left-hand side. A medic split to both sides. And it's actually 2v1 here. Sunbang does go down in the left-hand corridors. So Bunga Bunga and Dracius are surely going to get the kill. And it looks like they should be able to build up this generator as well if they want to. It looks like Bunga Bunga is actually opting just to move straight forward as PkD have a huge man advantage, and it's 6 seconds to respawn for the entirety of ZFZ, so they could plant here.
PkD showing that they know how to wipe properly from front to back.
We got Lynx swapping a sniper, so Lynx is going to be covering this all the way up from the spawn stair.
It's a fantastic plant location as well.
Oh no, executing himself and his medic. Israel needs coverage. They need to cover Israel. He's going to get shot in the face.
Linkser's actually getting some pressure here.
Right at the end, right at the defuse gets him.
Who was shooting Linkser? Linkser wasn't able to keep his eye on the target. Somebody was kind of taking him back out.
Looked like that was Surefour, possibly. I know he caught the second headshot there at the end, but really great defuse there. Israel just bobbing and weaving on that defuse, crossing his fingers.
I mean, honestly, that was amazing play by both teams. PkD did such a good job of clearing the objective to plant that, but also an incredible job by ZFZ, even with the snipers in place, to get that defuse. But PkD now, they only have about 1 minute and 30 seconds left to get a plant down if they even want to finish off the map here.
Lots of pressure from PkD right now with this push.
Oh, it's a 9-second spawn. This is a plant for sure. And it's going down in the spot where you can cover it with the long sniper up on the escalator.
And finally, they're deciding to close the gates. Even if they go focus on this defuse, which they need to, they're still going to get the gates closed on them.
Yeah,
Not soon enough, though.
We got Lynx playing in gas.
Look at how tight Outsider and Planet Key Tom are.
Lynxer's down. This opens
Sunbang
up a big
with
door
an
for the defuse.
All right, we got Dracis.
25
Oh,
They
seconds
still,
left
they
on
still
the
have
plant.
a lot of, yeah.
That's it.
PkD are up. They're strong. They're doing well, but there's still time. Can ZFZ get the nades that they need to clear this up? And look at this positioning by PkD. They're hanging out in the window. They've put 2 up in the window. That's going to be very difficult to clear out. Israel,
Did
the
Israel
engineer,
do
is
this?
still alive.
No.
He's still alive. He's
enough
still alive.
time.
There
It's
is
not
enough
enough
time. There is. There is. No.
Oh, we have to get it right now? Oh, man.
He died 5 times during that defuse. That's still a really good time for ZFZ to set.
It's definitely a good time, but I think that they were most likely looking for some sort of full hold there, in which case all they would have had to do was beat that first plant time, which I think was probably what they would have preferred. But wow, Sunbang with 38 kills there. Definitely saw it on stream there.
And again, Bunga Bunga 31 and 26. It's not the KDR I'm usually expecting.
Well, attack is a little bit more tricky, so
Oh,
I think
absolutely.
Bunga Bunga on defense, if he plays to his usual strengths, I think he's going to be... We're going to be watching that kill count grow on his end.
Alright, switching up sides as ZFZ will now be on attack. And that is a certainly beatable time. If you look at when the objectives were captured, it took PkD about 11 minutes to get that first, or maybe 10 minutes to get that first objective, which is kind of ridiculous, especially considering this first objective can go super fast in some cases. So let's see how ZFZ does, and I really think the main difference is going to be on this first objective. Can ZFZ get it a little quicker, or will they be held just as long as PkD?
Outsider going for, again, a pretty noxious turret placement on the roof there, and he's holding it down pretty nicely. We don't have anybody up there, but instead we have loads of dudes up on the balcony. We've got ZFZ making a major push through there. We've got Kev and Israel. We've got attempts to give Israel, but it's not going to be easy with that angle. There we go. Lynxer really wanted that.
Yeah, absolutely perfect execution from PkD there. Just flanking around on the pipe push and just completely shutting down the Fragger Medic combo. Retaking elevator, so PkD looking to take this from a really strong start.
Outsider, actually, this is good. He's got his turret down. He can freely be up here on the balcony and make good use of his top kick.
Yeah, I think PkD is probably most confident with their defense on this map, if anything.
Alright, they've split up 4 and 1, but Sure4 is down on the left side, so all 4 ZFZ will be pushing up onto the right. Are we at, looks like Israel's going to go for a sneaky plant here as best as he can. He does get taken very low by a turret, but he survives and does get the plant. Outsider, though, is an engineer right on the objective, but Outsider's down and gibbed, so a good chance here
And
for
Outsider
ZFZ.
on long spawn. They're actually running two Engies, though.
I love
So we
this.
got
So he
Lynxer
put the
coming
plant right on the plate in front of the pillars, so that makes it a lot easier for
Oh,
anybody
they
on the
need
roof
to
to
give
hold it down.
Lynxer. They need to give Lynxer so bad. Kev almost got the give there.
Here it comes.
Yeah, that's going to be disarmed quite easily, but ZFC, nice try. I mean, that's the theme of this first objective, it seems. You're able to plant, but actually keeping that plant alive is a different story. And neither team going for the side objectives at all. Neither door has been opened or attempted to be opened.
Now, I'm
either
not
team
entirely
yet.
sure. This is just a side note. I'm not entirely sure if this turret is allowed because it will shoot through the wall there.
Where?
Really?
So, yeah.
Huh?
So I'm curious. Yeah, there was a bug where the turret will shoot through the wall. At least it looked like it was about to do that. So I guess we'll have to see if it does it again. We might need to nudge them not to do that if that happens.
Yeah, that is a weird looking place. Wait, what? Just
And
disappeared.
it's gone.
All right, I confuse.
I'm only sad that nobody's playing Fletcher because I want to see what happens when I fly over Sticky Bomb.
Yeah, I mean, I think we saw some Fletcher in the last cup, but Bushwhacker I feel is something that people are defaulting to a little bit more, just because of the turret and the Keck 10, just the power that you can push with. So far, PkD looking really, really strong with their defense. ZFZ needs to just get like a really good set of insta-gib kills. Looks like they're about to push the elevator.
Sunbang queuing a nade, and he's going up for balcony. Does he get one? He does get one. So one taken down on the balcony, but it's a 3-on-3, and ZFZ needs to respawn here.
Here they come. And Lynx are setting back up on the rooftop, and he's actually, again, I like this double Bushwhacker a lot on both teams in this map.
I'm really surprised that we're not seeing more teams running naders on this map. It really helps to kind of push them back, especially when they're choking this defense so tight. So here we go. It's like
I think
Bitey's
nader alone proves that nader is extremely viable at the top level of competition. But actually, this is an okay opportunity here. I should say okay, it's not great, but Kudo is moving around the flank side. ZFZ are still up
about
in
to get
numbers.
a big flank here. Only gets one and gets the gib though.
Israel's in the room. He's making the plant on the plate.
Alright, so now we gotta see ZFZ just lock down this front. They're gonna go for the spawn nades though. So here comes Sunbang, gonna try and get a good spawn nade in there, hopefully get the NG.
Is that
one
a
NG
gib?
down. One
That's
NG
a
down.
gib.
It is a gib.
Yep. So they just gotta worry about Lynxer now.
Lynxer's not pushing up.
Here comes PkD. Lynxter, I think Lynxter
down.
knows that he is the crucial player for his team right here. And so does Tom, who's right behind him with the defibrillators.
If they kill Lynxer right now, he's gonna get long spawn.
Oh, that's
down
spawn, and he's out.
They still have Outsider,
though.
though.
I feel like this has got to be the first objective. It's got to be it. 10 seconds left.
Yeah, nobody's in it.
Time is ticking away.
Outsider pushing forward just all by himself. It's no dice.
He had no choice. He just had to go for it.
There you go.
Alright, so ZFZ.
Everybody was trying to get away from it, but still got Israel and
ZFZ actually completing that objective twice as fast as PkD, so things are looking really, really good for PkD, ZFZ
Look
right
at
now.
that
As long as they can set a time.
Oh man, I wanted that to hit a lot of people.
Bunga looking for the nade. Doesn't connect.
Surefour and Sunbang taking 2 out very quick. Immediately holding down the line at the elevator.
Good double from Bunga, but ZFZ just keeping the aggression. The revives put those guys right back up.
And Israel's being incredibly aggressive here, which is easy to do when you know that you've got Kev and Kudachop behind you, but they're all going to go down.
Wow,
Trace
is doing a couple wall hops there, saved his life. It looked like Surefour was going to get a double on Bunga and Dracis.
Yeah, I have to say, after watching Sagan on Royd's latest frag video, which had all the trick jumps, I just watching that, I learned how to trick jump way better. It's not even very hard to do a double wall jump on the same wall once you actually realize how to do it. And we're seeing that come out more and more here. People are using the movement abilities to their maximum potential here.
Israel dropping the turret up in the attic area. It's gonna be raining terror down on Bunga and Dracis.
Hey man, that is obscene turret placement if I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
If I've ever seen it, that is it. Look at it. I didn't even know it had that kind of angle.
There we go. Finally taking out Bunga's medic. Bunga gets
major nap time in the main arena.
Good nade exchanger at the end though.
Alright, Surefour is taking his position where you have a hard push over to the left. Israel's hanging back a little bit though. We got Sunbang pushing up forward. We got Outsider getting taken down. There's Tom still left alive.
Wow, ZFZ just dominating the control right now.
The medic work is just ridiculous.
I was gonna say I wish they had a nader for this taking this, but they just straight up walked in and kicked the door down. Lynx are actually sniping now. Looks like he wants to counter snipe Surefour.
Which is gonna be difficult with the doors closed.
Yes. Gets the headshot on Israel though.
That's an odd angle for a sniper to be in.
Now that they've got the doors closed, they really need to start pushing in from the right side, but they're all still up there.
Looks like they're waiting for their teammates to respawn, and they're probably gonna make a big coordinated push coming up here. Bunga Bunga is going to sit here. He's probably going to be priming a nade for once they try and push out control. We'll see what happens.
There we go. Israel repairing the side tunnel. There's a
ZFZ.
huge fight going on over the control room, though.
ZFZ's momentum right now. Can PkD stop it? They got a lot of time.
Israel with a beautiful hop up, able to take down Outsider. Almost. Not quite. Israel's getting it from both sides, though. He's going to be taken on down, and no Kev near him. Outsider can get the gib.
The Linkser is just coming from the weirdest angles as a sniper. He's like, it looks like he's on attack. Like, he's coming all the way around, flanking as a sniper.
Right now, I gotta say, ZFZ is kicking themselves in the head. Why couldn't they just hold out for a few more minutes and full hold this map? They would have won already. Now they gotta go up against the PkD defense on this last objective, which is by no means easy. PkD got this last objective relatively fast, to be honest.
Oh, the snipes are coming through. Linkser poking through the window. But Surefour returns with a headshot. That means a gib as well, so a one-man advantage for ZFZ. Temporary.
Israel up and down, musical
Israel's
medics.
not even touching the ground before he's revived.
Oh, there we go.
He's
Links with
finally
a
gibbed off
headshot,
with
though.
a headshot.
Double headshot.
Double
takes the
headshot
medic
on
out as
Kev,
well.
too, yeah.
So they
Damn.
really need someone to open up the field for them. They either need a big nade from Sunbang or a couple insta-gibs from Surefour.
It's about to get worse as the
4
doors
to
will
5
open back
minutes.
up here in just a second.
Yeah, by no means is this over. Like, they have 45 minutes, and we have actually just... Well, wait. Is that right? Yeah, I think we're just approaching the time where PkD completed the first objective, so...
No kidding.
Yeah. So,
Well,
wow,
VT,
PkD
I mean,
must complete it so fast.
Momentum is
Really.
a huge factor. Just being able to transition from one objective to the next and just maintain your aggression
Exactly.
can count for so much.
Yeah, little mistakes that you make between objectives can cost you the next objective. Alright. Bunga. Oh, like I said, it was a team kill. Just back and forth frags. Will ZFC come out on top with the med work?
It's open for Israel.
I mean, the med work is the difference, I swear to God.
Hail Mary Bunga grenade just comes a little bit short, so they got the plant. Alright,
and
so this
Israel's
is
still
it.
alive here.
The doors
said-
are open on spawn, though, so this is going to be difficult. I don't know if they're aware of this.
Well, they didn't have it in the last round.
But we got
Israel set
Surefour
up here.
covering the plant. All
Whoa,
eyes on Surefour.
look at the look at this heartbeat sensor. That is in such an annoying place. Oh my God.
Surefour's got a good angle here on the side tunnel. He needs to pick his targets carefully. He needs to watch the bomb. But this could be it.
A
All
double
he
for
needs is the
Kudo
NG.
is really huge here. Linkser is the last one standing. The last NG standing. Oh no, I spoke too
Surefour's
soon.
not making
Outsider is
hits.
still up. Outsider still
Outsider.
has a chance. No, he's gibbed.
Surefour gets the piercing headshot
Surefour.
through the medic, but
Through
it
his
doesn't
own
matter.
medic, but that'll do it.
Take one for the team,
Surefour
medic.
clutches it, and that
My
will
God.
be map number 1. ZFZ takes the first map against the reigning champions, PkD. Underground is over, and I believe, no, I don't believe, that was PkD's map choice.
That was PkD's map choice, and I think right now PkD is sweating because that was, I mean, as close as the times were, I think ZFZ, compared to what we saw last in the last cup, is just really looking super strong right now. Possible dethrone. Let's see that NA hype in chat. As much as we love PkD, they need some competition. They need to feel like, you know, they need to keep practicing. They got to have somebody to fear in these tournaments. So.
Yeah, last week the things I was noting from Israel are definitely different now. I was almost, in awe of his ability to kind of go Rambo with his turret and really just wreck the crew. But now the coordination that he has with Kev is, night and day from last week.
Yeah, I think Kev is just really on point with Israel. Obviously, Kudo Chop and Sunbang have always been a really, really strong combo, but Kev's been stepping up with Israel. Israel by himself is almost like a second fragger with that Keck 10, so. And then Surefour delivering on those sniper headshots as to be expected.
I'm sure when
ZFZ
Israel's
picks
wielding.
Train.
Sure when Israel's
All
wielding,
right.
it's a Keck 11.
Yes.
We're finally seeing Trainyard. All right. I'm all for it. I haven't seen it yet in the cup today.
Almost
Yeah,
forgot
this
it
is.
existed.
Yeah, Trainyard. I'm surprised we haven't seen it. I think it's might have just been a map. Trainyard is a very heavy coordination-based map, so you really have to feel very confident with your offense and defense on this map. It goes both ways, especially with those transmit objectives at the very end. We've seen him swing back and forth just on that last objective alone, so I guess we'll have to wait and see.
All right, the teams are taking a very quick bathroom break, but we'll be jumping into map number 2, which is Trainyard, of course. Currently, the American underdogs are up 1-0 in the map score. Will they pull an upset, or will PkD take the 6th Dirty Bomb Cup in a row? Because they've won 5 out of 5. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, and I think every grand final, ZFZ is taking a map off of PkD, and it's usually a different map every time. So by no means is ZFZ just strong on a single map. Could very well be the upset of the cup, and I mean, I think we're all looking forward to seeing ZFZ give PkD something to think about. But by no means is PkD out of it. They can come back stronger than ever, if any team can.
The light map in this map is so perfect.
Yes, the rays of sunshine.
All right, it looks
you
like
still
we're
have those
ready,
on? Wow.
and we're going straight into it. It's train map is the train map. Train map is the yard. Train yard is the map.
Choo choo.
I'm Fishsticks, joined by Jahar and Inferno on commentary, and we're bringing you the grand finals of the Dirty Bomb Dirty Cups Closed Beta Series number 3, awarding qualifying points for the grand finale, which will be taking place on June 21st. We're going to be watching PkD as they set up on offense here. They actually have an aura here. Oh, yeah, that's an aura.
Interesting. Now I
On
think
offense.
ZFZ is going to be looking really strong. If they can get dug in on this first objective, we saw it before. ZFZ, I feel like, has found the meta setup for this map.
Well, they also started off with a frag nade, which gets the gib, as well as a headshot right off the bat on this first spawn
Bunga bunga,
for
though.
PkD.
Oh. PkD is able to push through that left hallway, however. That's going to bring them out into a wide flanking position. As long as Bunga doesn't get down, there's Racius taken down, as well as Bunga. So close to making that a really good push.
Yeah, Bunga was refusing to die there. ZFC finally clears him out. See if he can get set back up once more. But really good timed rotations from ZFZ there. And I feel like ZFZ's big upper hand on this map is the fact that they have a confident sniper like Surefour. Obviously, PkD has it as well, but you'll be seeing Surefour kind of covering River if they're not doing these full pushes. And he can get damage, he can get picks, and that's, you know, the difference maker if he gets that one headshot pick.
Looks like we might see the Vasily on Vasily sniper battle as Surefour and Linkser are up, shooting at each other right as we speak. Nice
320
medic
window.
work.
Bunga
Medic staying
going
alive.
into a quad kill. Somehow Sunbang is still alive. Outsider takes out Dracis with his own airstrike.
Look how many people are down. It's Linkser versus the world. 1v2.
Linkser versus the turret, rather.
What do you think about that turret placement? It's kind of on the nose.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty common place for the turret. Usually you'll see the turret kind of being played around these tight corners, and you're the engineer, you kind of want to play in a place where you let them engage a turret, and then you come up for the flank.
Exactly.
Probably the most effective way that we've seen so far.
Alright, Outsider has switched over to a Skyhammer, so I'd expect to see an airstrike coming down at any point. You know, Skyhammer, I feel, has almost fallen out of vogue in this tournament. We've seen so many teams playing with 2 engineers. But I'm hoping to see a Skyhammer come in here and airstrikes to shake things up just a little bit. And actually a huge advantage. PkD, it's 5v4. The medic work is good. The kills are good. And
It's all on Kev.
It's definitely going to be a plant here.
And Kev goes down. He's going to be out of it. And there's the plant. And the door's about to be shut as well, so we've got one option for ZFZ on the defense. Unless they really want to go under the river.
Linkser's lining up for a headshot.
They just might. Israel and Kev going under the river.
We got
Let's
Bunga
take a
Bunga
look
on
at
the
Israel.
MG.
Okay, the engineer has been downed, but has been revived as well. He's got medic work with him, but finally goes down, so no more engineer is alive to disarm this thing, which bodes very poorly for ZFZ. PkD looking to set a pretty strong time here on the first objective.
Yeah, I think Sun was getting a little too aggressive. Bunga just, I think, shutting him down almost every time there at the MG. Bunga does not want to lose. Bunga just making plays left and right, getting kills. Bunga Bunga just hogging the kill feed.
And he's ready for this next objective as well.
ZFC getting a terrible spawn. This is gonna be a fast plant for PkD. Could not be better for them right now.
Yeah, that hurts, man. That hurts. A luck of the draw sometimes comes down.
Gets him.
What?
Israel gets him right the last second. It wasn't an NG planning, so he had the time. It takes
Bunga
forever to
Bunga
plant.
was there first, though. He could have gotten that slow plant.
Yeah, I think if Bunga Bunga had started the plant, he would have got it, but I think he was more worried about trying to hold him off, unfortunately.
Actually, no engineer whatsoever for PkD at this point.
Yeah,
I'm sure someone will switch out.
They're likely going to switch. I think they were still on that sniper, Lynx on sniper, and he forgot to respawn or something like that. So we got to pause.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Kudo Chop
Lost Kudo.
with the crash. So it looks like we're about to see a big push from PkD on the left. I see names. The joke, you got a ringer.
Alright, so we will be waiting for Kudo to rejoin the game. Don't want to give too much away to anyone that might be tuning in on either team at this point, so we'll hold off on talking about what's going on in the map until Kudo Chop gets back in and we're live. So sit tight. Kudo Chop had a little crash and we'll be rejoining in just a second.
So ZFZ just needs to get a full wipe and get set up here. Let's see. I was expecting a much longer hold on the first objective. I think there was a little bit of a mishap there with ZFZ's fragger medic. Saw some TKs, saw some maybe just getting overwhelmed because they've been pinning double medic on Bunga Bunga. They just want Bunga Bunga as the driving force for their team right now, and so far it's been working really well for PkD.
I want to go back to Kev and Israel going under the bridge to try to go for the defuse, which can work well if you can actually sneak through the left-hand side there, but they were getting a lot of pressure from there. In retrospect, if they just went up the hill.
Yeah, I actually watched Tom just basically walk up right in front of them and get the double kill there. So, I mean, honestly, I'm really surprised that they picked Trainyard for their map. I was half expecting Terminal, but maybe they just haven't been feeling as strong on Terminal against PkD. I'm not quite sure how often they scrim each other, but by no means. I feel like once we get to that last objective, we're going to be seeing Surefour popping heads on the bridge. So I'll just have to wait and see. Okay, we're back.
As long as they don't lose any momentum here, but we've got Israel finally getting down a turret, and we've got a cleared yard at the moment.
Yeah, PkD all down, so now's the chance for ZFC to get set up, find their foothold. They got to put up a fight here.
Israel peeking over the spawn to see the team split. Switch over to Bunga Bunga here a little bit. He's creeping around the corner. Car wash is totally open. We got Sunbang. It's going to be Bunga Bunga and Sunbang.
Sunbang could
facing
get
off.
a big nade here.
They trade.
Nade
on
versus
Bunga.
nade.
The exchange kills are real. But Medic's
Sunbang's
coming in
still
full
alive.
force.
And looks like ZFZ's holding strong here. Oh, actually, two of them down and gibbed. Slight advantage, but Lynxer is down as well. Can the medic work come through? Yes, Lynxer's back up. Actually, with a sniper, I'm surprised he's not actually engineer in this position. Lynxer's going to be slow planting, like forever plant.
He's going to get it, though. He's got plenty of time.
And now the sniper looks smart. Now the sniper looks wise. Let's take a look at the position of Lynxer here.
He's hunting the
long
NG.
spots.
He sees Israel. He wants to get him. He wants to tap him in the head there.
Oh, it's his head that gets tapped off, though.
Yeah, Surefour. So it looks like an easy defuse there.
Yeah.
Tom was actually still up. I'm not quite sure where he was positioned. Couldn't exactly.
His position was
contest.
running away.
Oh, gotcha. Running for the hills. And he catches a long spawn as well, so PkD might just be waiting.
They might have to here. They're going to
Surefour
be hold up
once
in
again.
the car wash.
All right, outside of just saying, hey, you know what? I'm by myself. The respawn timer's now. I'm just going to respawn with my team, which is pretty much the right move to make. If you're newer to the game, it may not be apparent, but if you're alone and your team is all dead, you generally want to... Oh my god, ZFC Sunbang gets a double nade that gives both. players. Insane.
And Israel's just chasing them around the corner, not letting them go with that. It's forcing
Yeah,
another full stop.
last cup we saw Surefour getting some crazy jump snipes at that gate right there. So see if he repositions to that spot again.
Really good communication. Israel just hopping over the fence real quick to see two coming on the left side, redirecting teammates to go over to the right.
Now, something that I really want to see for once, the only people I've seen do this actually are Fate.
Oh my
Big
God.
nade, triple nade from Sunbang. See you later.
Oh boy.
But one tactic a lot of teams haven't been quite utilizing is if you have Arty in your lineup, you can actually put the Arty strikes on this generator here for the side gate and blow it up and open it up on the right side for offense. So, I mean, I'm really surprised that of all teams, PkD isn't one that is aware of that, or at least utilizing it.
They have enough Skyhammers to do it.
Yeah, I mean, anything naders, Skyhammer, even grenades. Blow this thing up right away.
Well, they've got two bushwhackers, so it looks like they might want to divert some attention to that gate if they can get around in there. Just taking the long way about it.
Yeah, this map is all choke points, so...
And Bunga Bunga's going the long way for a flank point here. His team's somehow still alive after a flurry of deaths and a flurry of revives as well.
They got Kev anyway, but it wasn't the Gib, so Kev's back up.
Oh, the jump snipes are happening again.
There it
Surefour's
is.
doing it.
Surefour getting a double jump snipe. The dirty snipes.
It's actually more than a jump snipe. It's a wall jump snipe.
Yeah, it's
So
a wall
several
jump snipe.
levels of difficulty there.
Yeah, the last
but
thing you
making it
want is
happen.
Surefour getting to that point of where he's so comfortable he'll go for those wall jump snipes.
It can't be too comfortable.
Never a
He's
good
got
sign.
4 players coming down his way. Actually, we have 2 splitting off to go the other side. Bunga Bunga and Tom coming around the rear end of the main warehouse here. This is going to
Here
get a
comes
really
a
good
Sunbang
angle.
nade. Oh. Bunga drops
Ouch.
a nade on himself. Unfortunately gives himself out.
And Kudo Chop and Sunbang are be cleaning up shop.
Alright, looks like we got Lynx going to side gate, but Israel's going to catch him right off guard.
Look at this position of outsider. He was you know, I was just talking about the fact that if you're the only one alive, you usually want to respawn with your team, but this is the one example of when you don't, where you can try to go for these crazy flanks, these unexpected angles. No one sees him somehow. He's going.
Oh,
he's
don't
going
fire!
in.
Why would you fire? I would have gone in it.
Oh no. Yeah.
So
There's a clear
that was
opportunity.
like a perfect flank, but he went about 4 seconds too early. So
What's
I don't
surprising
know.
to me is he didn't put his turret down. He could have put his turret down
Exactly,
to cover
yeah.
his flank. So I think every time we see this, every time we see someone in that position, they never do anything with it. You know what I mean? It's just too much
That's very
pressure.
And
Except
pushes
the
are
one
hard.
time. Except the one triple
Sunbang,
nade that.
another triple nade.
Oh my god. I think Sunbang is gonna have like 100 kills by the end of this.
Might well be. There's another reset on PkD. This is turning into, for what was a very poor defense of the first objective, into a very solid one on the second.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not forget that they really had the opportunity to plant earlier. They just didn't have an engineer. They could have planted. The spawn timers were in their
Let's
favor.
not remind them too much of that. That would be cruel.
And again, look, I mean, it's kind of odd. Like, PkD had Dracius and Outsider in the underground area, and they just did not attack in coordination with their team, so I'm sure they're going to here. It's 3 going up the front, and now Outsider and Dracius will be pushing up, but it's only 2v1, so only Kev was needed to slow down Dracius and Outsider. Well, that said, it is 2v2, so what can they do with this position? Can they do anything?
I mean, Bunga Bunga's
Well,
nades just don't
can
mean
plant
anything.
they can plant the side objective here, and they really need this. They need another opening.
If Bunga Bunga's nades aren't giving and aren't taking out Kev, then it's a null nade. On the other hand, Surefour just beheading Bunga Bunga and Tom.
Yeah,
Oh,
Surefour
Kudo.
just
They
Left
almost
and
got
right
the
headshots.
gib on Kudo, but no dice.
And they're going to get an easy defuse on the side gate, so ZFZ just holding on to this, looking just absolutely like it's going nowhere for PkD. They're going to need a really solid set of kills here.
Kudo Chop taken on down.
But it's just ZFZ, like the meat grinder is real.
And look at how
pretty decent
look
split
at how
push,
they
though.
collapsed on PkD as well. And once they get 1 or 2 kills on one side, those folks are rotating in and coming in from another angle to help on the other.
Yep.
Yeah, we're seeing Surefour getting like lots of really good sniping angles. Even if he doesn't get the headshot, he puts a lot of damage, and then we got Sunbang just coming up with the flank and finishing off what's left.
Surefour is in a state where he really has to pop these sniping angles, but Israel's not going to be having any of that.
ZFZ with an incredible hold here so far on the second objective here on Trainyard. And let's not forget that, folks, that ZFZ won the first map here, so an extremely long hold here on the second objective bodes very well for the series as a whole. ZFZ could win it all right here.
Well,
I mean,
Well,
only
my
2
breath.
minutes and
Yeah.
only 2.5 minutes left on the clock, and we haven't seen anything remotely close to a solid push in the last 5 minutes. So ZFZ looking really good right now. They just can't make any
my
mistakes.
God.
Oh,
and
Sunbang!
the Sunbang nades do not disappoint.
and the medic chain, just everybody's back up. Holy crap.
Yeah, I was actually watching Kev get into a medic versus medic duel, and he lost, but right as Dracis was coming up with the Gib, Kudo Chop was just there, revived him immediately, so
Oh,
ZFZ on
Sunbang.
point.
It's never ending. It's unending destruction at the hands of a fragger.
I really love the way that Israel's been moving around here. Oh, geez, it's going to be a mutual, though.
Bunga Bunga Nate gives himself, though, so not a good play at all.
Oh, we got another
So
plant
Lynx are
down
going
on
for the side gate. If he gets caught at a bad time, he might be catching a bad spawn. We'll see how this goes. He gets the first kill.
And
not
he's
not
down.
too bad. He's got a
That's
short
3
spawn,
players
so.
in that side atrium, though.
Yeah, this could work out for Bunga Bunga's nades. This could work.
All right,
I don't know.
Outsider getting a lot of pressure on there, but those medics.
That communication,
No
though, I
one
mean,
is
that
ever
was, That would have been a really easy place to be distracted by wanting to defuse the side gate bomb, but they all knew exactly where they needed to be and waited until they had a moment to breathe to make that defuse.
That almost looked like it was going to be a PkD push there, but medics are ungibbed, and I mean, outsider can only do so much.
With 10 seconds left to plant, it doesn't look like PkD is going to get the second objective. Still one last possible chance, but they got to run straight in here, and I don't think it's going to happen.
And I don't know what ZFC has been changing. I think they're just on point with their kills. Their fragging is just absolutely
Here's the
obnoxious.
plan. Maybe. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
but
down.
it's not with
Yeah.
enough time. It's not with
Or
enough
enough
time.
positioning. It's just the one guy in, he got in, snuck it, and didn't have anybody to back him up. So that's that.
Well,
And this is huge for ZFZ. It means that they're not going to have to deal with that potentially disastrous final objective. It's a really tough one to make that delivery.
all ZFZ has to do to win at this point is plant the first objective faster. If they do the first objective faster, they insta-win. Now, albeit PkD set a really fast time, so
They did.
worst case scenario, they're planning the second objective. But, I mean, wow. I am just absolutely mind-boggled right now that ZFZ is doing as well as they are. Especially after PkD just winning by such a landslide in every... Even if they lose a map, they usually come back really, really strong in like the next maps. But, wow, Sunbang, 40 kills, first half.
Bunga Bunga with a negative KDR.
I think this might be the first time Bunga Bunga's ever gone negative. I don't think I've ever seen it.
I certainly haven't.
Wow, so extremely impressive stuff by ZFZ. Like you said, all they have to do is plant this first objective quicker, and they win. They win the series, they win the tournament, they get the glory, they dethrone the champions.
I have my doubts that that's going to happen. However, I wouldn't call the second objective the most difficult one in the game. The fact that they don't even have to worry about the third is huge.
Exactly. So here we go, 20 seconds until go time. The American heroes, ZFZ, facing off against the perennial champions in PkD. hailing from Europe. Can they do it? Can they plant on this first objective quicker? Or just all they really need to do is get past that second objective, and they win. They win it. They win the cup, they win the tournament, and they win the glory for North America.
Completely unprecedented in the quote-unquote history of these cups. Looks like they're all pushing hard left.
Hey, we have a history. Don't hate.
I know. Relatively short, but awesome nonetheless. Bunga trying to stop that hole that is the left-hand corridor by himself. He's still going to be there.
Lynx are facing off against Surefour. Lynx are getting so many kills right now. I think that was like 3.
On the right-hand side is relatively quiet. Outsiders keeping his eye on it, though. He's got the turret up. He's got this corner room. But everybody's putting so much attention to the left-hand side, which is difficult because that's where Bunga is actually playing pretty deviously. He's hiding out by these corners and cooking his nades for more suicide nades. That worked.
It worked, but now you're giving ZFZ room to push out here. Sunbang. Lynx are just on point with the sniper right now. Getting those headshot gives. PkD just... I mean, wow. Lynx are just completely shut down any possibility of a push right there on his own.
All right, Israel's still alive here. He's not for long, though. That's going to be a wipe. Tom making some pretty good work here. If you're watching Sunbang as we get this next push started, he's going to be a little bit slower on it. He's wanting to feel out where everybody's at, but might be able to make his way through the window. Getting the jump, getting the... Well, he's looking for the nade, but he knows that Bunga is going to be around that corner. Wants to feel him out. Yeah, he's not tricked by that left side at all.
And look at the fragging ability of Sunbang. Maybe that... you will notice that Sunbang and Bunga are choosing different weapons as that fragger class, so maybe that's working out for Sunbang.
ZFZ getting everybody down, but oh man, PkD getting a solid spawn time.
Sunbang is rolling up the red carpet. He's looking for Israel to make the commitment.
There's that classy ZFZ med work, and wow, this is almost identical time, I think.
It looks like it's just a tiny bit slower.
Yeah,
so
just
I don't
tiny
think
bit slower.
They're not going to win it here, folks. They're not going to win it here, but they are planting on this first objective at roughly the same pace that PkD did.
Yeah, they still have to hold this, and I feel like they're getting a little aggressive, at least on the front side.
Sunbang's got a really good position here, though. He's got good cover from Nate. Israel just picking him up, though.
Wow, just ZFZ kills across the board.
Yeah, that's got to be it, I think.
PkD has one more chance at this, but they may choose to fall back. If they get caught on a bad push, they're going to be in trouble. They're going to be in trouble.
It's 10 seconds.
They're so far forward on this.
Outsiders give. Oh man, PkD, you need to fall back.
I'm with you, man.
Kudochop's still camping this out. He's got an angle on it, and it's blown. And they're so far forward right. I don't know if anybody can get past them, but they've got to spend some time.
They just won.
Oh, they did it faster. They won.
They moved faster? Holy shit.
Oh,
they did it faster.
The marker is when you actually plant, not when the plant explodes.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's it.
Wow.
ZFZ is your champion.
ZFZ. This doesn't even... Does this even feel like the grand final you were expecting? Because ZFZ
not at all.
Wow.
I don't
know what they've been doing, but ZFZ just bringing it home. Especially after playing PkD in the grand finals, like what, 2 cups in a row now and losing, like just absolutely upset. So they're just gonna play this out, I'm sure.
It looks like PkD is already dropping out. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks.
I saw it.
The world champions. You saw it. You saw it live. We're all gonna think back and remember the day that PkD went down. America took a victory, and ZFZ takes their first Dirty Cups championship.
Casting for the win. We did it with our...
We did it, Reddit. We did it.
We did it, yeah. Wow, absolutely astonished right now. So maybe we can do bring one of the ZFZ guys in here and just figure out what they've been doing.
All right. Awesome stuff. Kind of an anticlimactic win, I'm not going to lie, but the Americans did take it. And the perennial champions were finally knocked down a peg, which has been something we've been waiting to see for 5 cups now in a row. And you guys all saw it here first in the very first cup that we've actually held since the game went into open beta. We do appreciate every single one of you joining us today. Definitely make sure to hit that follow. But we have been joined by Kudo Chop, the champion of ZFZ, a great medic. Kudo,
Fantastic med work.
Revive bot.
Kudo,
Hello.
did you expect to beat PkD today?
I thought it would be close, but honestly, I don't know.
Now, when you say you expected it to be close, which side were you expected to be close on? Did you think to narrowly take it or to stomp them like you did?
Narrowly take it.
All right.
I don't know. We just played really well today.
Well, you just took your first victory. Obviously, we all know that PkD has been the perennial champions of Dirty Bomb. Talk to us a little bit about your preparation going into this match and the type of practice that your team put in.
Well, we had kind of some trouble scrimming during the week. There's just not a lot of teams to do it, especially in NA. So we just kind of did some dry runs on maps and had a good idea of what we were going to do and just hope we would execute match time.
Well, I'll tell you that my runs were anything but dry.
Yes, I'm sitting in a puddle right now. So.
So what do you think? What if there was any one factor that you think kind of led you to victory there? I mean, from my perspective, it seemed like you guys were just winning the firefights. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell as a medic sometimes. Just jumping around frantically, rezzing everybody.
Taping down E.
Yeah. Honestly, our medic play was pretty on point today again. It's just huge. Like you can turn a fight around in a heartbeat with a couple rezzes.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Sorry, I'm still hasn't sunk in yet.
Catching your breath.
Yeah.
Well, it was probably the fastest grand final that's ever happened. Usually there are 3 maps, so for you to win it the way that you did, I mean, you should definitely feel good about it.
Oh, for sure. I don't know. I guess it was somewhat unexpected.
Yeah, I think we were all surprised, to say the least.
Yeah, we got a really good warm up. Like after the Demon match, we were ready to go.
All right. Any final questions, Inferno, Jahar?
I'm still in shock, too.
Congratulations to ZFZ for just taking an absolutely undisputed victory.
Kudo, any final words from you? Any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to Sheree, my girlfriend. I love you.
Aw.
Was she
Thanks
watching
for,
the whole time?
Thanks for
I don't know if I
casting.
can-
Oh, of course she is.
Emotions.
She's sitting right here, spazzing
Oh,
out.
man.
Thanks for casting it,
That's
hosting
pressure.
it. Can't wait for more.
That's great stuff. All right. Well, we're
Gonna
go
need
ahead
to
and
defend your
close
title next
up
week.
the cup then. We do appreciate every single one of you joining us today for the stream. We did hit over 2,000 viewers. Very good stuff. Our best viewership ever for these Dirty Cups events.
And I heard that today Dirty Bomb hit over 11,000 concurrent players.
That's great. That's great. So if you want to support Dirty Cups, there's a couple key ways you can do that. First of all, first and foremost, make sure that you do hit that follow button here on the channel. That big purple thing, you know you want to smack it, you know you want to love it. It helps you know whenever we go live, you will get an email in your inbox, or if you disable those, you'll at least see us in your following directory. So make sure to do that. If you also want to support us monetarily, I will reiterate that this is a by the community for the community initiative. None of us are collecting a paycheck here. In fact, we are spending our own money to host the servers, host the website, and there's a lot of folks that have contributed everything from graphic designs on the stream to building the website, to building the platform, to admitting the cup, to, there's several admins that we have to work with. So if you want to support us financially, you can do that as well by subscribing here on twitch.tv/dirtycups. There's also a donation link below the stream that you can donate to us directly. And all of that will go into future Dirty Cups events. You can also follow us on Twitter and on YouTube. The links are below the stream. And hey, if you're interested in Dirty Bomb, which I'm pretty sure you all are because you tuned in today, you can go to dirtycups.gg to find out information about the Mumble server that we use as a community to organize pickup games. So the link is there on the sidebar over on the right. Go check it out. If you want to get involved in Dirty Bomb competitions, the best way to do so is to start with pickup games. That's kind of how you're going to get your feet wet and learn where you stand in the competitive scene. If you're interested in joining a team. There's also a team recruitment forum on dirtycups.gg as well. I think that's pretty much it. If you want to support, you should also subscribe to the subreddit.
I mean, the game's free. It's on Steam, so what are you doing? Just go hit that download button and start playing. Let's overload the servers, guys.
Yeah, that's right. Let's do that. Owen, anyone else have any final words for us? I mean, I did have the pleasure of casting to you today alongside Inferno and Jahar, my good old buddy. Any shout-outs from you guys?
I'm just excited for next week, to be honest. This is everything I ever wanted an enemy territory game to be since enemy territory, so I'm happy.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing things heat up. By no means now, especially after ZFC's win today, is they're an uncontested champion in the cup. So we're looking at a lot of teams competing for that first place title. So once we get to that big grand finals at the end of the season, that is going to be what you're going to want to show up to. That's going to be really intense, by no means.
And good call there, Inferno, because I want to remind everyone that next Sunday is the final cup in the closed beta series, which means it's the final opportunity to gain ranking points to qualify for the top 8 that will be moving on to the grand finale come June 21st. Look out for more information during the week this week as we do nail down the final details. We do have some cool stuff coming for you. Nothing to announce just yet, but hopefully you'll all enjoy what we have coming down the pipeline very, very, very soon. You can sign up for next Sunday's Cup right now. Just go to dirtycups.gg and find the link on the right-hand side. And that is it. We're going to sign off here. We do appreciate every single one of you for tuning in. And have a great Sunday. Remember, play dirty, folks.